The probe into the armor. What'd you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
That's true.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
Like what?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
Okay.
Alright.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
4 pieces of armor up for grabs then. But I already sent the boots away.
That's the only thing you can say.
Less sad.
I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
Damn it! I can't get the full armor set bonus from wearing all 4 pieces at once.
Sag. I'm going to get 1 piece. 1 piece is enough.
That's true. Hold up. 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
What does that mean? Okay, whatever.
It means he's just wearing them under his pants right now. Okay, I'll find one.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits.
That's true. If I wear a piece of bulletproof armor the exact size of a bullet, as long as they hit me there, I'm invincible.
I mean, shut up. No, but shut up.
You ever worn bulletproof nipple clamps?
I've never worn nipple clamps, so no.
That's a shame.
No, it's not.
Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a good chance we were going to rip him in half if I did that.
So, are you saying that you think he stole the leggings?
Maybe. Maybe they just didn't actually exist. But yeah, probably.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
What?
He's gonna go beat the shit out of him later.
Good.
Yeah. I'm not sure who's gonna be doing the shit beating, but it's gonna be one of these two. Hey, what's up with the mugs?
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Sorry, that was probably really
Takes
loud.
one to know one. Yeah.
Dude, I love his portrait. It's just the smug asshole, just like, yeah.
Well, and also he's drunk. Got the drunk face. It's a nice combo of that kind of smug drunk that you can get, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values. See how we're all busy concentrating on the racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants.
Shut up, Harry.
A man with such a funny mug collection can't be that bad. All I'm saying is he had a lot of mugs. Yes, it's very antiquated. Hey, no, it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
I don't know about that. Anyway,
It was
like I
pretty
said
bad.
before, Bossman said that Weasel's not a friendly boya. So, thanks for helping out.
Yeah, no problem, man. I am a fucking, what's the word? A rat? So that's fine. What do you know about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung,
Right.
but it comes with the responsibility.
Oh.
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that.
Oh, that kind of
Except
military
it's
group.
Evrart's law. But really, they're just like you.
I didn't say militant.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was about to say, like, I don't think Fatty's gonna be climbing up and over one of those, like, rope ladder things.
Yeah, he'll just walk right through it.
Just eat it.
Like a linebacker.
Yeah. Giant aspirin pillow and a pattern of coffee rings in the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. That wasn't there before. But that's
No, it
cool.
wasn't.
The file cabinet stacked
yeah.
the drawer.
The accountant shit.
Didn't we need to get to the phone in there for some reason?
No. Wait, maybe. I don't know.
Could have sworn somebody asked us to use the phone in here because they couldn't get to it.
Yeah, but we have access to a phone. We don't need this one.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you.
Okay,
as you
fuck
pick
it.
up. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number. +2, heard your name. Okay. I mean, what's the worst
Sure.
that could happen, right?
We die.
Yeah, but I mean, like, actually the worst.
Hey, that's a good point.
Wait, hang on a second. Don't I have some interfacing gloves. Hang on.
You have to pay another 10 cents.
Oh, that'd be fucked up.
Makes sense.
The already familiar
we
cold
good.
touch of plastic.
Alright, let's do it.
Nice.
As you pick up, your
Me.
fingers run over the dial.
I love the interfacing
005.
fucking portrait. It's so good.
That's the dial
Whiz!
for Revachol. 4952, and a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993.
What, we're gonna call my wife?
Baby?
Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Ooh, light shift.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
Great.
Hey, I gotta tell you guys that my copy of Poontang, I know that it's 3 years overdue, but I'm not paying the late fee. That's all.
And then you hang up.
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
Do you know me?
No, I mean, what is this place to me? Why did I call you? What is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me? Do you know who I am?
This is really funny.
This is exactly... Yeah, from his perspective, it's fucking hilarious.
No.
Okay, why did I call... You ever answered a phone?
No.
Or you ever call somebody and they go, hello? And you go, hello? Who is this? Like, asshole, you called me.
Yes, I've done that.
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Okay, I'm Harry. Do you have anything in my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
Huh.
So I just own it now, huh? Okay, that's cool.
Alright. What kind of film?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia.
Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He was trying... It's nice to find somebody who's like, I don't know how to pronounce this. Yeah, your stage direction is you don't know how to pronounce this name that you're not familiar with.
It's like, perfect.
Got it, Chief.
No wonder
First
no one's
take.
been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
Sounds good. Never return it.
And we look in our pockets and you're like, wow, there's 14 VHSs in here. That's crazy. There's a full box set of the original cut of Star Wars in here. Just in my ass. It's a...
Did you snort it with all the dollar bills?
I hollowed a compartment out of my butt that I lost in the war so I could put VHS tapes into it.
Lost the compartment in the war?
Of
Yeah.
Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
I like how you can, on the phone, while talking to a kid, just be like, Kim, I don't like this.
Hey, I just wanted to call to say that I hate your business and it makes me sad. Okay, sir. Feel free to call back anytime. Thank you. Bye. What was all that shit? Or
No.
what was all shit?
Because it says it was all shit.
What was all shit?
Do you wanna...
No, yeah, Kim, I feel sad.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
Okay.
What was all shit?
It.
Thanks.
Thanks. We're done. That is enough for today.
That was really funny.
And back the half-light gloves go on.
Didn't you level up?
I did level up. I can, in fact, -1 authority. Fuck me. Yes, I can do another crazy, wacky thought as well.
You like the thoughts.
I like the thoughts. They're cool. They change the way I play mildly. I think game mechanics that inform a difference in your ability to play the game are fun.
Go for it.
So, these are fun. I need more thoughts. Advanced race theory.
I really don't like that one, personally.
Bubble cup. Yeah, bubble cup's okay. But, this one, the other one that we got, the bow collector, gave us a fucking massive boost to shivers. And this is the other one we got.
What boost did it give?
It gave us +3 to shivers.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. This is the other one we got from reading the ledger.
Do you wanna?
Yeah, I think that could be good.
Yeah, you can have -2 authority.
Fucking sick. I'm reaching the limit of thoughts.
Now
Not
go-
really, actually, I've got 5 more.
Can you go up even further? It looks like there's a plus symbol.
No, that's just part of the UI.
Okay. So now you have to go on to the right.
So I guess the other question is, there's a bajillion fucking thoughts, and we only have 5 more slots, theoretically. I probably ditched a number of thoughts already, due to fucking around. So, and more importantly, I doubt I'll hit the threshold for most of these, quite honestly.
Why do you see your skeleton?
Huh?
Look at Harry.
Yeah. It's always been like that.
What, really?
Yeah. Yeah, from the very beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Huh.
that's the thing. You know what? I'll hold off on the thoughts for right this second, just until we find one that I think is more interesting.
Sure.
Although I think White Morning could be quite good. Okay, what else do we want to get trucking? We could put another point into Inland Empire.
I do kind of like Suggestion, but I also really like the, call me boring, but I do like Visual Calculus. But also Reaction Speed's fun.
Okay, so in short, pick all of them. Good plan. You know what? I do like reaction speed just on principle that I can keep making that noise. You know the one.
No, I don't.
The one where I go...
Oh yeah, that noise.
Yeah. You were just baiting me. But I took it.
You
I
wanted
don't
to
care.
make the noise again, so
I
yes.
did want to make the noise. It's true.
Go for it.
I guess the other question is, at this point, is it better to just keep pumping the ones that are good?
Probably. Because
Instead
there's
of-
been a lot of like 20s.
Yeah, we're hitting checks that are like really strong, so we should probably continue to play to our strengths, quite honestly.
Like Suggestion.
Yeah, Suggestion or Inland Empire. We haven't had a real good Inland Empire check in a while. So I feel like we're overdue. You know what? I'm gonna do one more Inland Empire.
Go for it.
And then we don't need to touch Inland Empire ever again.
But we can get 2 levels up in it. Look at all the look at all the diamonds you can put into it.
Let's do an Inland Empire.
Sure.
I like it. And now let's go talk to my favorite character.
Kim?
You wish.
Yeah, kinda. Kim's like the only good character.
What do you mean the only good character? What does that mean?
Everybody else is a fucking asshole.
Yeah? Art imitates life.
And I guess Kim is the only good person.
Yo, what's up, fuckstick?
Not to be confused with fuckface.
I'm sorry, that was rude. What I meant to say was, hey, what's up, facefuck?
Wait, what?
Mr. Dubois, every worker is a god, right? What can I do for you today?
That's right. I've come down to see you personally. I penguin waddled my way all the way down and slid on my belly along the big ice patch along the floor just to see you.
Interesting. We can't actually see his eyes.
What? They're in his portrait.
Can't tell if one's lazy.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're both kind of lazy.
I mean, he's kind of lazy, but you know what I mean.
I like the way his portrait is positioned, because his head, it's the back of his, I can't tell if that's the back of his chair or just his shoulders, so it looks like his head is hunched down hilariously low. Or if that's just the backing of the chair blending into his coat.
It's a good question.
It kind of tricks you into thinking both, or maybe it's his hands behind his back the way he is right now. I didn't think about it. I just assumed
he was
his hands
like behind his back, because if you look on
maybe
the
not.
left.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think he just looks like Kingpin.
I think so. That's the way I choose to interpret it. I think that's cool. I opened the door. I finished investigating the local drug trade. I'm told the union's involved in the local drug trade. I met Joyce. Hey, yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see.
Oh, it's been a hot
minute. I hope
minute.
you're getting along.
I missed you, Evrart, Claire. I mean, not like in a good way, but, I like the way you talk. It's fun.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
I feel like it's been forever since we've talked to this guy.
That's fine. It can be forever until we talk to him again.
It's nice. It's nice coming back to this dude. It's very cozy. Just pals.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get the body down. And I'm helping you find your gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. That's very nice of you, and considerate, and cool. Now give me money, please. Yeah.
Whoa. That's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd. I told Joyce that I met you. What happened to the previous negotiator? Okay, that's like a whole list.
Yeah.
Are you sure? That's a little weird. That's kinda cringe, bro.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
I would like it the best if you liked me and kept voting for me so I can continue to destroy everything you love. Cool. I'll do that. I told... I wasn't a big fan of when you threw all those kids off that roof, but I did like when you told me I was pretty. It's a real, mixed bag, but I think it works out well in my favor. I told Joyce that I met you.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
Well, we haven't.
Pulls out gun. Our gun.
Pulls out Evrart's gun.
Coincidentally, I also found this gun. Want to see if it's loaded?
I thought you were going to say... Harry pulls out a gun. It's Evrart's gun.
Yeah, I found his gun and he found my gun.
And then Evrart looks over and then you're dressed as him.
Surprise, bitch. I'm you now. Now get in that chair. What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Galmont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
The big man sounds annoyed. Made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
What do you mean you called him a midget?
Well, apparently you called him a midget.
Okay. Cool.
And by spending more time with your family, do you mean in the concrete? Oh, I get it, because he also killed his family. That's cool. Hey, at least he's being considerate.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Harry!
No, he's taking him to a farm
little
upstate.
People in my
And then shoot him in the back of the
I
head.
would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry.
What does that
I'm
mean?
only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
What?
That's the most insane fucking thing I've ever heard. He's like, how dare you not be PC? They're called little people. You fucking asshole. And it's just like, I would never use the N-word. But I will. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. What a turnabout. What a little prankster he is.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Yeah, he's pretty good at his job, I guess. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. You know anything about that?
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting.
What? What the hell does that even mean?
He's trying to give a glib excuse as to why she wouldn't come to, like, one of the most important elections ever.
Gotcha.
Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
She was gone for an entire 4 hours. Gotta check on that casserole. Nice, vaguely sexist comment.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
But what about the casserole, asshole? What kind of casserole was it?
You seem like you would know a thing or two about casserole. Describe it.
Yeah, I'm gonna casserole you into a jail.
Then you pull out Kim's gun again, dressed as Kim.
And also him. Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
Oh, sure.
That much
That
is
makes
true.
sense.
His heart truly is in it, though you wouldn't think so by looking at him.
Wow, I can't believe how completely fucking useless this line of questioning is. But I really want to keep asking more questions.
Go for it. You just want to hear him talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I like doing the voice, it's fun. Evrart, Joyce seems to think the Union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
Mm-hmm.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Right. Why haven't you let her in?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
What a fruitful conversation this was.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Or in other words, I'm not going to tell you anything actually useful.
Yeah.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
Right. Well, it's, A, not hard to track the activities of a lady who doesn't leave her boat. B, he already knows pretty much everything we're doing as we're doing it. Or at least to some extent. He knows roughly what we're doing at the very least.
Yeah.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Evrart doesn't mind.
Evrart? The strange... Okay.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Isn't it nice to just talk to people? Like human beings?
Why would he talk about himself in the third person?
I think he was just being glib again. I mean, that thing we said earlier about how it's possible that the brothers are just switching for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. Even though they did say that they do look somewhat similar. But
They did say they look exactly the same.
it would be interesting if this was indeed a different person.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Okay. Drug trade door.
I think you do the door first. You soften him up.
That's not softening him up. We did a thing for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess before you piss him off more, get as much information, and then pin him for drugs.
I mean, we're not going to pin him for shit.
Yeah, well.
He didn't have any hands in any of this. Or at least we can't prove it. That's kind of the whole point.
Alright, well, do whatever.
Alright, door first.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
Oh yeah, I did.
He's trying to figure out if you're lying. There
Oh,
is
right.
no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Right, yeah, because we went inside, there's no reason to lie.
I may have gone inside and seen some racist mugs.
Yeah, I did go inside. Weasel had the flag old Revachol on his wall. Yeah, I saw the mugs. What of it?
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Evrart's Rainbow Coalition.
The Rainbow Coalition, of course.
Sure.
His inclusive coalition for all of the people whose names that he probably shouldn't be saying. Good stuff.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is going to be good.
The up and up, then he knows literally nothing, and he's going to tell us literally nothing. But I got 70 XP for that, so I can't really complain, really.
Yeah.
Mug collection I found in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes. I heard a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about that. Mug first.
Wait.
Racist mugs in the
sorry.
trash and in the
Okay.
apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me.
I was gonna say, if you give him that information, he's gonna try to pin it on somebody else first.
He's already going to pin it on somebody else. That's what they're doing down in the diner.
Okay.
I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
The weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
He imitates bashing something with an imaginary baton.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want to bet? He's outing his brother so he can stay in power longer.
Why would he want to do
Tinfoil
that? Well, he can't, because the whole point is there's a term limit. So he can't
And then
run
he just
again.
pretends to be his brother.
Maybe his brother doesn't exist.
Eh.
Maybe his brother was somebody he invented so that he could have another person, or he could have another person to run to avoid the term limit. I think that's unlikely, but would be appropriately stupid way to get around that rule. There's more to police work than whacking with an imaginary baton.
Great technique. You like Evrart for some reason.
Yeah.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
Yeah, the order of these doesn't matter. You have to go through
Okay.
both of them anyway.
Fair enough.
I kind of figured that was the case.
I mean, sometimes the order has mattered for giving you pluses or negatives
That's
for other checks.
true. And some of them are just universally bad or universally good either way.
Yeah.
Usually I've noticed, like, more often than not, the top options don't precede the conversations where the more bottom ones do. That's been consistently true unless it's a clearly obvious difference of choices. I've heard about the connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
Evidently true, but okay.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
That is true.
Again, allegedly true.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
That would be pretty metal.
They're not machine guns, they're semi-automatic.
They're not machines at all. They're human beings. With guns.
I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Oh, God, not the pineapples. Damn, that's a bridge too far.
Yeah, pineapples on pizza is for terrorists.
I mean, I don't have a problem with pineapple on pizza.
You've already admitted to being a terrorist, though.
I mean, sure. But you can have taste. See, what's really important about pineapple on pizza, this is the part of that argument I've never understood. Because people are like, it's either good or bad. I'm like, no, it's contextual. The problem with pineapple on pizza is most time people put pineapple on pizza, it's that shit you get out of a can, and it's so waterlogged with juice that when you put it on the pizza, the thing cooks, and all the water from the inside of the pineapple leaks onto the pizza, and it ruins the crust and the caramelization of the cheese. When you get a fresh pineapple, it's not completely waterlogged. You cut it thin enough so that it caramelizes but doesn't leak everywhere, and you get a hot enough oven so you get a nice temperature consistency, and thus the quality of the pizza can maintain itself without ruining the other ingredients. That's the important part about pineapple on pizza. So most pineapple on pizza is dog shit, on the principle that the quality of the ingredients are very low.
Fair, but I don't like pineapple.
Well, that's fair too. I'm just saying, people who hate pineapple pizza on principle alone probably have not had a good version of that. Not that they don't have to like it or anything. But much like anything else, it's about the execution. Speaking of execution...
Lynching. Lynch the
Those
pineapple
Senorita
pizza.
Pineapple people are scary motherfuckers. Decimating your state if you don't give them your pineapples.
Damn. Damn, I gotta give myself a pat on the back for that fucking segue. That was a good one.
Great.
Yeah, nice work, me.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Wait, what the fuck? You have a village elephant?
It's probably him.
You know, we're being so rude to this guy.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
He is an asshole. Is it okay to be rude to assholes?
Yeah.
I mean, like, morally justifiably, yes. But, like, it still makes me feel bad. I'm gonna keep doing it, but it makes me feel bad. Wait, what about a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Your metaphors suck. Your metaphors are hot dog shit. Okay.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Yeah.
They move the container?
Yeah.
Throw him off his game.
Yeah. I have approximate knowledge of many things. All second-hand in nature. They move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be.
Is he?
They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
Like, with you in it? That seems really dangerous.
Do you think he cares?
Like, there's no way a bunch of shit wouldn't just fly everywhere. No, he's being facetious.
Probably.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. All
That's another good
hardened
segue.
Flawed types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't
Oh my
control
God.
him. That's your boy. The one who likes hanging out and trees.
That's
He does pitch for the home team, that's true.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We
I'm a
got
thinly
grit,
veiled
Harry.
threat.
This whole neighborhood
Pretty much
does.
everything he's been saying has been
Push us
thinly
hard
veiled
enough and we
threats.
push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
It's like he's threatened us at least 5 times in this one conversation so far.
Yeah, I know.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
Wait, the whole neighborhood's in on it? Who exactly did the pushing? What's up with the neighborhood?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Titus does look like the type who would just be like, yeah, I'm the arm wrestling champ. That's my claim to fame. Now let me get back to my beer breakfast.
We've also got pole vaulters, ballet dancers, dingle doodlers, and ice skaters.
The fuck's a dingle doodler?
I'll show you.
The fuck's an ice skater?
See, that's what you were supposed to say.
It was.
What exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys.
Yeah, that's the Hardy Boys.
Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
Yep.
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Yeah, okay.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure
Just say that
sounded
sounds
to
a little
me
bit-
like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Okay.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all
No, but
worried
I'm
about
counting
that.
on it.
These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys,
Huh.
tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway,
Perhaps. Alright, now we're getting to the good stuff. There's a bullet in the band's head.
So they shot him.
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
Was it with
How
Harry's
odd.
gun?
I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard.
Wait,
How-
you said your legs didn't work.
Yeah, how the
Oh,
fuck?
they must have moved the crate.
Yeah, they moved the crate over so he could. That's insane. I know he was like fucking with us before, but like the idea of just like, I want to take a look over there, gentlemen. Hoist the crane. Imagine being so like fucked up and rich and or corrupt or whatever, or like in power, that you can just have people on like to crane you over to places.
Dude, that'd be awesome. If everything is actually nailed down to the ground, it might work.
I feel like that's what it's like being the president, is you can just, like, press a button and be like, hey, you two, beat the shit out of each other for my amusement. Yes. Yes, go for the eyes. I mean, who's gonna stop you, right?
People?
Congress. Continue.
it's impossible to say if he's telling the truth, sire.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
He slams his fist on the desk instead of his hand this time. Although his hands are still behind his head, so he must have some extra hands somewhere I can't see. Don't worry about it too much.
It's his punchy ghost hands.
Yeah.
He's a JoJo's character now.
You know, I just saw another way to look at his portrait. If you see that the whole, all the brown is just the chair, and now the orange is just his torso, and then little sticky arms. He looks like a big head on like a stick torso.
God damn it.
Now you can't unsee it.
I can pretty easily unsee it, but I can see it anytime I want now. It's just a cartoonist caricature.
He looks like somebody like making a political cartoon where they like photoshopped his head onto a stick body to make a point.
He is a political cartoon.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
Okay.
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little
Nintendo.
rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
You ever see that one ad from like way back in the day? It's like my brother, when we play Mario Kart, my brother always beats me.
The ad or the meme?
It's probably one of those, but I just like the phrasing. No, I think it was based on a real like ad at some point. And it's just like, oof.
Yeah.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Proverbial elephant is Measurehead, isn't it?
No, he was saying the scab leader, because he's huge.
Yeah, looks like he could take down Jean-Luc, maybe. Dude, I want to see them fight.
That would be cool. See, that's what the president should be ordering. Have those guys fight. Either that or the two weakest guys we can find. When are we going to get a fight between racist Lorry Man and Kuno?
Cripple fight.
Yeah, that would be fun. Maybe the company is Cornell this time. Might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
Sure.
Oh, and I'm in this position because people don't. Remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
Interesting.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Well, yeah, no shit. He wants that.
Yeah.
That was the whole point. You don't seem too worried about that.
You don't...
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Evrart before you've even courted him properly.
Okay.
Don't take it personally, Evrart, but I do not want to fondle your man titties. That seems unpleasant for both of us, quite honestly. The second base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
You actually like I got that wrong.
No. I was about to say something, you cut me off, and I don't remember what I was going to say.
Oh. Damn. Lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
That tracks. Tell me about the Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
So he's already one step ahead with on board of there's 7. Even though we know there's 8.
Well, none of them would say that. That's like the whole point. They wouldn't just say it out loud, especially not him. Way too careful.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Who was Theo?
I think it was one of the guys in the booth. He was just like one of the older guys.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
Probably Theo.
They're almost all
Right.
of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
That's probably true.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
That kind of does track a little bit.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's the thing about Evrart. Pretty much everything he says with big confidence because there's always a kernel of truth in it.
Yeah.
It's just warped to his particular viewpoint. That's kind of the nature of politicians, right? It's like they're trying to tell you the truth, but only the way that they want you to hear it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so intoxicating, because it's a version of reality that you can get behind.
Yeah.
Separate one from the herd.
So, which one do you not like? Which is the one who's the real shit ass of the group?
Yeah.
Oh, that would definitely be Fat Angus. His feet smell from a city block away, and he's always having noisy stomach troubles. Horrible, revolting guy.
Well, let's say something happens to Fat Angus. Let's say citizen's arrest. What if I were to pin this on someone and just completely? What if I just killed Fat Angus? Is what I'm saying.
You would die, Harry. You would die, and in the process start a bloody and completely unnecessary war between the Debardairs Union and the Citizens Militia.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm surprised you chose that one instead of the other one.
Oh, it's not gonna matter. He was gonna say that either way. Both of those options led to, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Fair.
Angus, his ever-growling stomach,
Yeah.
and his smelly feet are all part of the Union. You have as much right to arrest him as I have to arrest your partner here.
That's not
That's
true.
not true.
But okay.
Actually, less.
For many
because
reasons.
This is my hometown, my territory, and my backyard. You are a guest here, Harry. Please remember that.
It's, I know it would be a terrible idea, but I would love just like once in situations like this where somebody makes like veiled threats that one of the guys just walks over to the other side of the desk and grabs the guy by the back of the head and just slams it into the desk. And then just walks back to where he was and continues the conversation normally. It's
Slam his head right into the keyboard.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I know that would be a terrible idea for every possible reason, but man, would that be fucking satisfying.